The video resumed from a corrupted frame, Ethan's face freezing for half a second, before snapping back into motion. The audio wavered, then steadied. "If you're watching this," he said again, voice low, "they know I'm close, and if I don't make it, don't trust the story they tell about me." Klein watched from a darkened briefing room as technicians stabilized the file. Ethan glanced over his shoulder as if expecting someone to step into frame. "Clear Horizon isn't the top," he continued. "It's the mask. The money moves up, not out. Philanthropy is just the clean handoff." He leaned closer to the camera. "Victor Hale isn't the one making the calls." The room went silent. Ethan named names. Not all of them, just enough. Board members who weren't on the website. Donors whose contributions brought influence instead of goodwill. And one final detail that tightened Klein's chest. "They don't kill unless they have to," Ethan said. "They ruin first. Careers, families, reputations. If that fails, they clean up." The video ended with Ethan sliding a small key into view. "Basement safe. If I'm gone, that's where the rest is." They already had the safe. What they didn't have was time. Within hours of the fire, Victor Hale vanished. His condo was empty, his passport missing, his accounts drained to legal minimums. The arrest warrant went out anyway. Border alerts lit up. Airports flagged his name. The city buzzed with rumors. Protesters gathered outside Clear Horizon's ruined headquarters. Donors demanded answers. Politicians issued statements of concern. And somewhere in the chaos, someone very powerful tried to disappear the truth. Klein and Reed opened the basement safe Ethan had referenced. Inside were hard drives, mirrors of the flash drive, but deeper. Emails, audio files, a timeline mapping decisions that led to deaths disguised as accidents, suicides, or bad luck. Patterns emerged. Ethan wasn't the first to notice. He was the first to document everything, and the first to die for it. The hard drives implicated people beyond Hale, people with security details and lawyers on speed dial. The DA's office split down the middle. Federal agencies circled. Jurisdictional battles flared. The case threatened to collapse under its own weight. Then a break came from an unlikely place. Laura Caldwell, Ethan's ex-wife, called Klein just after midnight. Her voice shook. "Someone was at my door," she said. "They said they had something Ethan wanted me to have." Klein was there in 7 minutes. The something was a burner phone, left in a padded envelope. No fingerprints, no return address. The phone turned on with one message queued up. A location, a time, and a warning. "Come alone." Klein didn't. She never did, but she kept her distance enough to make it look like she had. The location was the quarry. Floodlights cut through the fog as dawn crept in. Police units ringed the area, engines off. Klein walked the last stretch alone, boots crunching on gravel that still remembered Ethan's struggle. Victor Hale stood near the edge, hands visible, suit rumpled, eyes bloodshot. He looked smaller than on television, tired, cornered. "You shouldn't be here," he said when Klein stopped 10 feet away. "You called," she replied. He laughed softly. "I called because I'm done running, not because I'm guilty." Klein said nothing. Silence had a way of making people feel it. "I didn't kill him," Hale said. "I threatened him. I tried to scare him, but I didn't touch him." "Angela Ruiz?" Klein asked. Hale's jaw tightened. "I didn't touch her either." He turned, gesturing toward the quarry. "You think I'm the monster because I'm visible. That's the point. I make noise so the real ones don't have to." Klein's radio crackled softly in her ear. "Units ready. Snipers locked." "Who killed Ethan?" she asked. Hale exhaled. "Someone you trust. Someone close." That basement wasn't just a hiding place. It was a signal. Before Klein could press him, Hale reached into his jacket slowly. "Not for a weapon, for a phone." "They're listening," he said. "They always are." A shot rang out. Hale collapsed backward, blood blooming across his chest. The sound echoed of stone, sharp and final. Chaos erupted, shouts, boots pounding, radio screaming, snipers scanned rooftops. Nothing. No shooter. No muzzle flash. Just fog and distance. By the time Klein reached Hale, his eyes were already glazing. "Who?" she demanded, gripping his collar. Hale's lips moved. "Barely. Check. The first call," he whispered. He died with a half smile. "The first call." Back at the station, Klein replayed the case from the beginning. The broken sentence from the hiker. The dispatcher who'd taken the call. The way it had been logged, misrouted, delayed by minutes that mattered. She pulled the audio. The voice wasn't panicked. It was careful, controlled, and it had guided responders straight to the body. The dispatcher's name was redacted in the public report, but not in internal logs. Klein felt cold spread through her. The dispatcher had transferred out of state 2 days after Ethan's body was found. No forwarding address. Clean record. Commendations for calm under pressure. They found her a week later, living under a new name in a quiet suburb. When confronted, she didn't deny it. "I never touched him," she said, echoing Hale. "I just made sure he was found." She'd been paid to do it, to start the story, to control the narrative. The real killer, the one who strangled Ethan and Angela, had already been scrubbed from the records. Dead officially. A convenient closure. The case closed itself neatly after that. Hale was blamed. Clear Horizon dissolved. Settlements were paid. Charges quietly dropped against higher names pending further evidence. Client watched it happen, piece by piece. 3 months later, a body was found in another state. Same method, same care, same watch stopped at 2:17 a.m. and tucked into the victim's jacket seam. A thin slice, surgical and deliberate. They said it was unrelated. Klein didn't believe them. If this story got under your skin, stay close. Like, comment, and subscribe, because the truth doesn't end when the case does. And the next one is already waiting.